Hi Flosstube, my name is Haley, also known as Peregrine Stitcher, here on Flosstube and over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel, which is all about cross stitch. This is Flosstube number 18. It's July 3rd, 2023, and it has been a while since my last Flosstube, and I don't have a very good excuse for that. I basically just forgot. I was thinking it's been a while since I've done a Flosstube, and I went to look at the last one and it was at the beginning of May, so I kind of missed a month there. So sorry about that. Things have been super busy. So that does mean I have a lot to show you though. So let me just get right into it. I had two finishes this month. The first one was Spring Hair by La Di Da. Sorry for the glare. This is very cute. I did this for a friend of mine who just had a baby. And here it is. Sorry it's not ironed. I think it turned out really, really cute. This is on, let's see, 36 count fiber on a whim cypress. And I'm using 3 Roxy Floss Co. flosses from my stash. No, actually 2 Roxy Floss Co. The dark pink is called Fairy Dust, and the light pink is Figure Skates. And then the green is a color in Cotton Oregano. And so I used the green for the baby's initials, WML. And I think this turned out really cute. I have a board behind it. When I watched my video back last time, I realized that when I hold it up to the light, you can see there's all these little individual stitches, and I totally carried my threads. I was not about to do those individually. So I don't think you'll be able to tell though once it's framed or maybe made into a pillow. I did take this to her when I went to visit her in Minneapolis a couple weeks ago, and it goes very well with her decor. We haven't decided yet how to finish it, so I brought it back, and once it's finished, I'll send it along. So yeah, I thought that came out cute. Okay, the next finish, unfortunately, I don't have here to show you. I did finish the rose and the giant pear, but I dropped it off at the framer on Saturday. It was my last chance while I was in New York. I don't have one here in Chicago yet, so yeah, I'll have to show it to you when I get it back from the framer, but it looks just like this. It's really adorable, and I did get like a chunky frame like this, very antique looking. I think the one I got is a bit more aged and distressed than this, a little bit lighter, but I think it's going to be really neat. So I'll look forward to show that to you next time. Okay, and then because I had a couple of finishes, I also have a couple of new starts. So I had never stitched anything by this designer before, Carolyn Manning. And so I decided to do one. This is Sea Glass, and it's just gorgeous. I love these colors together. There isn't really any rhyme or reason or pattern to it. It seems kind of random as far as I can tell, but the colors just look amazing. So I'll show you my start. Just a little start, but this is a lot of stitching. Yeah. It's so pretty. So this is done on 32 count, just plain white Belfast linen with the called for DMC threads. If I were to start this again, I would not use white. I would use a blue or a green that's closer to one of the floss colors. Reason being, it's just so unforgiving. If you miss a stitch, like a couple of times I have, you know, like one of the legs of the cross, I'll put through the middle hole instead of the corner, and you know, it shows up, like the white just really shows up, and I have to go back and fix it. But I'm not gonna restart it. I'll finish this one the way it is. But for the future, if I do any other Carolyn Manning designs, I will choose a fabric that's closer to the floss colors. But yeah, really loving this. This is about 1 page worth, and I think there's a total of maybe 7 pages, so I'll try to do probably 1 a month. I'll show you how I have my floss organized. I do this sometimes, not for all my projects, but I do like bobbinated floss. So whenever I find a small box like this, I'll hang on to it. This is actually for a pen. And then I just put them on bobbins and line them up by number. Don't they look pretty? I love those colors. And then I just keep it in one of these little bags that you get, you know, when you order floss from 1-2-3 Stitch or something like that, to keep them from falling out. So that keeps them nice and organized. Okay, so that's one new start. And then my second new start, it's a very small start. This is in a project bag from Evertotes, and this came as a kit maybe about a year ago. So it's from Honeysuckle Manor by Blackbird Designs, and the one I am doing is Margaret Harris, 1877. So that's what it looks like. And I wanted to start this one because my oldest daughter's name is Margot Harris, and I was going to substitute her name in our hometown in New York. So here's my small start. Just started the border. It's very subtle. There are only a few floss colors. Let me show you. So the Roxy Floss Co. And it's mostly like green and white and this kind of purpley brown. And so that's why I kind of stopped, because I felt like maybe it needs a little more color, because really the only things that are pink are like that flower and these two, and otherwise it's just all white and green and brown. But then I was paralyzed by indecision because I didn't know what else to make pink, and I feel like this is a little too dark for me. In fact, I'm going to show you later one of my floss clubs that I got for this month. I got this one called Tool, and I think that might be a better choice than this one, or at least it'll be closer to the picture. So I haven't really decided what to do on that. This is oh, by the way, I didn't mention it's on a 36 count Panettone, right? Yeah, by Roxy. So I'll get back to that one once I make up my mind. It's gonna be adorable though. I'm gonna put this in the bag so I don't forget it, but this is from the June Color and Cotton Floss Club. Okay, that's Honeysuckle Manor, okay. And then that brings me to my usual whips. So the first two are the samplers I've been working on, and both of these are really close to a finish, so I'm very excited about that. The first one is Florence Mary Dickinson. And here she is. Yep. So all I have really is her name at the bottom and then that bottom border. Everything else is done. So I'll bring you up close. This one is so pretty. This is done on a 40 count Tabby Cat creme brulee with DMC. The fabric is very mottled, and so as I mentioned last time, both of these deer kind of get lost a little bit, but that's how it goes. And I did change this center flower from orange and yellow to pink and yellow. So yeah, very close. I think I'll be able to finish this one next time I work on it, which hopefully will be sometime in July. Yay. And then the other sampler is Martha Evans by the Scarlet House. This is the salve for Brenda's birthday, which I've been working on since January. And this one is so close. It's so pretty. Maybe this will be my YouTube grab. So all I have left is the verse up there at the top, and I am going to substitute a different verse than the one in the chart. So I just have to chart that out and, you know, make sure everything fits. This is done on 40 count Hemingway with MPI silk floss. I really have been enjoying working with the MPI silk floss, but I do find that the color conversion, it's, I don't know if I would have chosen it if I could have seen the flosses ahead of time, if that makes sense. Because I feel like when you look at the picture, like this red is really more of a burgundy red, and all of the colors are just a little bit more subtle, whereas this is pretty bright. This is like Christmas red. It's still okay. I still really love it, but I might have gone with a different choice of flosses. I really wish that, you know, stores could maybe like show pictures of how the different flosses compare to each other. That would be so helpful. That's kind of asking a lot, I guess, for every chart. Anyhow, so that one hopefully should be done in July as well. And then I'll have to figure out some new samplers to pull into my rotation. Okay. So the next two whips I have are my BAPs, my big projects. So one is the 2023 Sal for Modern Folk Embroidery, which is Reaching Skyward. I am loving working on this one. And I got quite a lot done, so I'm trying to catch up. I think I'm up through April now. So, and I started it in March. So hopefully I'll be able to catch up maybe by the end of the summer, because I do want to finish this one this year, because I have a feeling that Jacob, as he always does, will come up with another amazing sale for next year. So I want to be able to start that. But this is so much fun. The two flosses I'm using are both Roxy Floss Co. One is, the dark blue is called Uncle Fester, and the green is called Sageish Green. They are both one-of-a-kind flosses that I got as these mini skeins. So, yeah. Maybe it's more trouble than it's worth to get these out. But anyhow, I got them as mini skeins. And I've actually started putting them on floss drops because the skeins are kind of hard to deal with. Anyhow, so this is going along well. Making choices as I go along because there are a couple of different options for each section in the chart. I am going to have to decide which of the center medallions to do next time I stitch on this, because that's the next portion. I haven't decided yet. I do have the chart that has all 4 options, so I have to choose between these. Each one of them is gorgeous. I really, really can't decide. So I'll have to figure that out. Okay. And then the other huge project that I'm chipping away at is this Bristol Sampler, Mary 395. Love this one. Oh, I forgot to mention, Reaching Skyward is done on a 40 count Albarium by Cedar River Linens, as is Mary 395. These are both on the same fabric. I got 2.5 yards because they're both huge. Okay, so this is how far I've gotten. And so I got both of those huge complex alphabets done, and now it should go a lot quicker with the smaller alphabets. The red floss is Belle Soie Cranberry, and I'm doing 1/2 on 40 count Albarium. I thought it was interesting. So this is called Mary 395, which refers to her bed number, but you can see right here a 386, which I don't know what that means. I assume maybe a friend in bed 386 was maybe helping her with this, or did part of it, or maybe even did the first part and then Mary finished it. I guess we'll never know, but I thought that was interesting. That you wouldn't notice until you actually stitch it. Really enjoying this one as well. Okay. Two more whips. I've been working on Mary Snow, which is this one. This one is getting close to a finish as well. Just working on it this morning. So yeah, it's coming along. Let's see, this is on a 36 count Weeks Dye Works linen with DMC. I ran out of the red, so I have to get some more, and I also need some more of that green. So I'm hoping to stop at Michael's later today so I can keep going on that. I have this in my Evertotes travel bag because I just flew back from New York last night and was working on this. So that's going well. Whenever I travel, that's my travel stitchy bag. And then the last one is my Mirabelle Matte. So I've started beading this one. I did not finish it. I've started. And I realized as I started beading that there also is still a little bit more stitching to do. So I've been doing that as I go along. So here we go. You can see I've gotten a fair amount of the beading done on the bottom of her dress. So let me show you that. All the fringe along the bottom and the little swirly flowers, that's all done. So yeah, it's going well. I have to be in the right mood to do beading though. It's not an everyday kind of thing. This is on 32 counts, Fortnite, Mind Blowing. And I'm using the Called Floor DMC and Karen Water Lilies floss. So yeah, really pretty. Okay, those are all of my whips. I have just a couple of things to show you in terms of haul. One of the things that I got recently, which I really like, is this Mighty Bright Light. And so I've been clipping this on the top of the Q-snap. It doesn't fit, it only fits like on the part that doesn't have the clip, but you can make it work. And this has been great, not only for the plane, because then I don't have to bother other people with the overhead light, but like at night if I need some extra light. It does just make the Q-snap a little bit heavier. And so, speaking of that, I think I've been doing too much cross stitch because My elbow is starting to really hurt, my left elbow, from holding the Q-snap, to the point where like I could hardly use it for a couple weeks. So I have ordered an Elan lap stand so that I don't have to hold it up with my left arm. I guess I'm getting old. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, a couple other things that I got. I did order just some bookmarks, because I thought these might make kind of good gifts. So I got these ones. They have all different colors of like scalloped edges. They're just like 14 count data. And then these have kind of like a lace edging sewn around. Anyhow, I just thought they would be good to have on hand for either smalls or gifts. I got one chart, which is the blue flower, again, thinking of gifts. This is the holiday card 2021 with the llamas, which I think are adorable, so I want to stitch both of those. And then I did, so I actually unfortunately have canceled both of my floss clubs because I have way too much floss, more floss than I could ever use. I would like to join a Fabric of the Month club, but I haven't found any that have spots available for 40 count linen, which is what I like to stitch on now. So this is my last set of floss clubs. This is color and cotton. So I showed you the pink tulle. I also have, this one is called Shaker Box. This is velveteen, spool, and gingham. These look like they would be lovely in Blackbird design, any Blackbird design project. Oh, so gorgeous. And then these are these are the classic collection. So Harvest Wheat, Poseidon, Cardinal, Jamestown, and Mistletoe. So again, just really good colors that'll be good across different projects. And then these are the lights. These are really neat too. This is called Macrame, Thimble, Buttons, Patchwork, and Bobbins. So again, just gorgeous. I think I'm gonna miss getting them, but I can't justify it if I'm not gonna use them. I do use them, but I just have so many at this point. And then the last thing I have one other thing I want to show you, but the last cross stitch thing I want to show you, this is amazing. So M's girlfriend is from Macau, which is over in China, near China. And she brought me, she just went back to visit her parents, and she brought me this amazing book. It's in Japanese, but the patterns are by Helene Leberre, Leberre. It's out of print in English. I didn't find anywhere to buy it, but this is full of the just most amazing, it's gonna be hard to show you because the charts are on one side, but just the most amazing charts. Like, I literally love every single one of these. A lot of birds and flowers. Look at this one. And you can figure it out. I mean, it is all in Japanese, but you know, it works the same with like the DMC colors. You can read a chart no matter what language it's in. Anyhow, I just love this. It was so thoughtful of her, and it's not something you can get anywhere around here. I wanted to show you one other thing. Oh, yeah. Look at this alphabet. Isn't that gorgeous? I have to use that for something. anyhow, I was really, really excited about that. She obviously knows me quite well, since probably every time she sees me, I'm sitting on a couch stitching. And then the last thing, this is not cross stitch related, but I just thought it was really cool. When I was in Minneapolis to visit my friend, we went to an art fair, and I bought my first ever piece of original art. It's a painting. Look at this. It's called First Thing, and you know, it could be coffee or tea, but isn't that cool? I just thought it was so beautiful, and it goes really well in my apartment. So that was fun. Yeah, so plans. I am leaving, oops, sorry for the noise. I'm leaving on Friday for Portugal, because I'm turning 50 a week from today, so I wanted to be somewhere fabulous. Really excited about that. I'm having a really hard time deciding what to take with me. I only want to take a carry-on, which means I need to limit myself to 2 projects at most. So I'm thinking I will take the MFE 2023 Sal, because I know I won't get tired of working on that for a week, and I know I won't finish it in a week, and it's only the 2 threads. So I'll take that, and then also a smaller project to work on the plane, because you know, I put the 2023 Sal on a big Q-snap, which isn't going to be good for the plane. So I haven't decided on that one yet, but I'm really excited, looking forward to that. Also this afternoon, I'm excited about this. I'm also dreading it a little bit, but I have decided to start a fitness journey. So I have an appointment with a personal trainer this afternoon. They come right to our building, to the gym, and I think I really just have to start taking my health more seriously and making it a priority, given that, you know, things are starting to fall apart, like my elbow and the health scare I had earlier this year. And as we all know, we're rather sedentary with the cross stitch stuff. So I am going to, make that a priority. Not gonna like 1 minute of it, but I guess the end result is what I'm aiming for. So I think that is about it. I will try not to forget to do a Flosstube next month. I'll try to do one at the end of July. So hope you're all well. Thank you as always for your comments. I have been a little bad about replying, but again, that's due to the same chaos and busyness. But I will try to get to them. I do enjoy reading them, and it's always great to hear from all of you. Hope you're having a great summer, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.